Well, I want to welcome everybody to the Homo Omega Worldwide Meditation, sponsored by the Group of 40, www.groupof40.com. My name is David Miller, and I'm here with my wife and co-founder of the Group of 40, Gudrun Miller. And the idea of this worldwide meditation originated with the Biorelativity Committee of the Group of 40 that includes myself, Jane, Janine, and Cosmo. And we felt that it was important to have an image to use for Homo Omega. Before I get into the idea of the image, let me give you some brief information about Homo Omega. And sometimes we call it Homo Omega Man-Woman. To begin, let us point out the fact that we are in an evolutionary crisis on the planet. And that in an evolutionary crisis, there must be an adaptation by the dominant species, that is, man, humanity, in order to solve the crisis. Now, in the study of evolution on this planet and on other planets, Giuliano and also anthropologists point out that evolutionary change happens during a planetary crisis. What is this planetary crisis? Giuliano and the Arcturians call this planetary crisis the sixth mass extinction. And I have compared it to the fifth mass extinction, which happened approximately 60 million years ago when an asteroid hit the Yucatan Peninsula near present-day Mexico, and that event led to the destruction of 90% of all plant and animal species. And it happened in a short time. We don't know how long it took, a year or two. I've seen various studies and reports. And some people find it hard to believe that we're in the same type of crisis. But if you look in the terms of the Earth history, we are rapidly seeing the destruction of habitat, the biosphere, and numerous plants and animals are dying every day. The oceans are polluted, and Giuliano even at one lecture said it's possible the oceans could die by 2032, I believe the date is that he gave, which is totally shocking. So in order to change, there must be a new species. What do we have? We have Homo sapien. We had Homo erectus. We had Neanderthal. We had Cro-Magnon. And we can go back into different earlier versions of the human species. But now, Giuliano says that we must go to the next level. And that next level is, according to Giuliano, called Homo Omega. Now, what are the traits of Homo Omega? The first trait is that Homo Omega has the ability to receive and interact with fifth dimensional energy. Homo Omega has other traits, including the ability to use and understand unity consciousness, holographic energy, planetary healing, and overall, Homo Omega has a higher spiritual light quotient. To help with the visualizations and meditations, Giuliano wants us to come together and meditate on the image of Homo Omega and download that image into the core of the earth to manifest Homo Omega. And we also could talk about the noosphere. The noosphere is the collective thought field of the planet and that this image can be downloaded into the noosphere. So the Biorelativity Committee decided we should have a contest and choose one image of Homo omega, and that is the image that we would use in our meditations. Great idea. So we announced to everybody that we are having a contest for Homo omega, and we sent out the announcement, and we received many beautiful images. And they were so beautiful that we could not choose one. I'm going to channel Giuliano, and he will lead us on a meditation for Homo Omega. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Greetings, I am Giuliano. We are the Arcturians. One of your missions as starseeds focuses on promoting and helping to manifest Homo Omega. The evolutionary change requires a high energy input. There are billions of people on the planet now, and there are many polarized groups fighting for control and power on this planet. This means that the spiritual energy for the evolutionary change must have a powerful input. This powerful input begins with Omega energy and Omega light. Omega energy is fifth dimensional energy that has extraordinary powers and influence on the third dimension. And we want the Homo Omega to be able to integrate and use that energy. To understand Homo Omega, then, we can look at Omega light and look at the characteristics of Omega light and Omega energy. Remember that Omega, especially in the Christian mystical tradition, represents the highest form of a person or a species. They talk about the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last. And even in some mystical texts, the image of Sananda is used as a representation of the highest form. And it is naive to think that Homo sapien is the last in the species of the Homo dynamic, or the Homo light, or the Homo species, but that Homo sapien is just one of possible subspecies. Remember, we actually call you the Adam species, and Homo sapien is a subspecies in the long line of the Adam species. The Adam species exists on other planetary systems. It is not only on the Earth. The Adam species exists, for example, on the Pleiades. There are Adam species in other planetary systems in the galaxy, including in Antares, Aldebaran, and other planetary systems near the central sun. Now, each Adam species that is manifesting on in the galaxy has various minor changes. But if you were to meet an extraterrestrial from the Pleiades, you would recognize and feel very comfortable that they were belonging to the same species as you. And now we say, what is the difference? How is it that some of these planets have been able to overcome the conflict representing the sixth mass extinction, representing the polarizations? And the answer is that they evolved. And Homo sapien can evolve and will evolve to Homo omega. And one of the missions, and perhaps the main mission of the star seeds, is to set up the conditions, set up the right meditations, set up the downloading of the proper image, the proper energy for Homo omega. It is important to remember that there needs to be a core group like yourselves of starseeds who are striving for becoming Homo omega and for encouraging the development of Homo omega. And part of that process is to have the right image. But it could be multiple images. It doesn't have to be just one image. It could be multiple images. Each image that was presented today has a special energy. And I want to include all in your visualizations to the best of your ability. But the highest level will be in the meditations and in the enunciation and the toning of the Homo omega. So this worldwide meditation, and it truly is a worldwide meditation because we have representatives from all around the planet, this worldwide meditation will be the first of many led by the Arcturian Group of 40 towards the manifestation of the next evolutionary step. And it is only through the manifestation of this evolutionary step that the challenges, the polarizations, and the seemingly unsolvable problems will be solved. Because Homo omega connects to the fifth dimensional light. Homo Omega light. I, Giuliano, bring into alignment with the North Pole and with the Escalia mirror my starship Athena. And today in this meditation we will bilocate to my starship, and I have set up a special room which you will visit. And this is a room in which there is a special crystal in that room that I have designated for today's meditation. And we will all sit around in a huge circle, and you will follow, please, my instructions. And I have my other colleagues, including Helioa, Lord Arcturus, and Ptah, Sananda, Chief White Eagle, all joining in this great circle of light in my starship Athena. take 3 breaths. And enter a state of spiritual relaxation. Become aware of your powers, your psychic powers of meditation, concentration, thought projection, bilocation, shimmering. Become aware of the aura, the energy field around your physical body. Become aware of the line, the outer line of the aura, perhaps 8 to 10 inches. And we will accelerate through the shimmering your auric pulsing. Ta 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 ta. Ta 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 ta. Ta 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 ta. Shimmer. Shimmer. As your aura is shimmering, all of your spiritual powers are increasing. Command your spirit to bilocate, and I have established for each of you a special corridor of light. Follow the corridor of light, which is connected to my starship Athena over the North Pole, and travel now, bilocate now, at the speed of thought through the corridor of light to my starship. You arrive at the doorway of my starship Athena, and I and others greet you as fellow star beings. For you are also a star being. We all embrace and come into this large room, and where there are many of my colleagues sitting around the circle in the room. And in the center of the circle is a magnificent crystal, 300 feet high in the center. And we are all sitting around the crystal. And this crystal has special thought powers, and we will use it in our meditation. So become comfortable, sit around the circle, and feel the joy and the high energy from the participation of all of the ascended energies we are using now. On top of the crystal, a white screen drops, a huge white screen. And I'm asking you now to look at the screen, and from your third eye, project the image of the Homo Omega man-woman that you feel most in resonance with. You have seen 7, maybe 8 of those images today. Project that image onto the white screen in front of this huge, beautiful Arcturian crystal. We will go into meditation as you project your image. This is a multi-dimensional crystal, and it will take many different versions. And as you project it, place the words Homo, Omega, Man, Woman underneath that projection that you are sending. So we will go into silence now. Homo Omega. Meditate on all of the higher traits, fifth dimensional energy, unity, consciousness, higher spiritual light quotient. Homo Omega. Planetary healing visions and abilities. Ability to transcend polarizations and see balance and harmony. Ability to use the sacred triangle. Ability to embrace all native peoples. Ability to honor Mother Earth with respect. Ability to have personal power in order to fulfill the mission of manifesting Homo Omega. Ability to be a visionary and understand the star community. Ability to ascend. and interact multidimensionally with the fifth dimension and beyond. Omega. I, Giuliano, bring the light from the central sun into the crystal and into all of your images and all of your thought patterns, making them each stronger and stronger, higher and higher in arcane power. Focus as intently as you can before we download this into the earth. This beautiful etheric crystal with all of your thoughts, all of the images, and all of the intent to activate the new next evolutionary step. The etheric crystal is now becoming a duplicate with all of this energy, and this etheric crystal with all of our thought patterns, arcane thoughts, and the thoughts of the ascended masters around us in the circle, all of the powers of this thought is now going to be downloaded into the newest sphere of the earth. Now, the etheric crystal, 300 feet in height, leaves the starship Athena, comes down into the North Pole through the Escalia mirror with the highest arcane power, and enters the newest sphere on planet Earth. Now. Omega. The thoughts, the energy have now entered the newest sphere and is traveling at the speed of thought around the whole planet, activating, affecting this powerful change in the evolution of Homo sapien, the evolution of Adam species into Homo Omega. Again, we will go back into meditation as you and I follow the interactive energies from this etheric crystal as it is penetrating and sending out the waves of information into the Earth's noosphere. We will go into silence. It has been received, and a brilliant light of energy is traveling through the planet and through the noosphere, announcing the reception and the downloading of Homo Omega. The etheric crystal will stay in the noosphere. We are still together in my starship, Athena. And it is time for you to return to your physical body on Earth. You embrace the guides and teachers that are there, feeling the upliftment of light and optimism that this Earth crisis will result in a evolutionary shift in human consciousness leading to Homo Omega. You rise out of the circle. Some of you are crying for joy as you feel the power of our work in unity today. You come to the doorway from my starship and travel now through the corridor back into your physical body, going to a place 6 feet above your physical body. Traveling at the speed of thought, you enter the corridor and return. You are now 6 feet above your physical body. But you too have incorporated many of these traits of Homo Omega. You have helped to activate it in you because you are also a living presence on the earth. And it is your thought patterns, your thought field, that is going to help transmit the light of Homo Omega throughout the planet. You re-enter your body now. Fully activated, fully charged, feeling in harmony and aware of your purpose as a starseed to help bring about the evolutionary change for humanity from Homo sapien to Homo Omega. You are back in your body. You may open your eyes and return to normal consciousness. I am Giuliano. Good day.